Looking to some of the targets, some of the bigger races, let's kick off with the triathlon scene. I know, Tom, we've got Salalah, which is sort of this coming weekend or about when this show is released anyway. I don't know the exact date for that. Then we've got quite a nice Middle Eastern series going on here, haven't we?
Yeah, Salalah's 23rd.
23rd.
Yeah. It's always a hot one down there. But, well, we went last year, didn't we, mate, and watched. Yeah. I think if you're going there for PBs, you're going to be cooked. But Salalah itself, if you just go want to go race a cool race in a nice destination, it's probably not a bad shout, is it?
It's not a bad shout. And Jess was telling me Wizz Air now fly there and back, 200 chips. I saw it advertised for 74 single.
Wing, what is it? Wing on a prayer, Wizz Air.
Wing on a prayer, Wizz Air. Not sure if it's safer flying or driving with you and Ed Menzies.
Sleeping in the back.
So that's the kickoff, 23rd. This show, obviously, if you're listening to it after the 23rd, you've missed that one. If you listen to it on the day that it's released, the 22nd, it's probably not enough time to train for it on the 23rd, and you'll need to be on a Wizz Air flight. So that sort of opens the 70.3 season, which is half Ironman distance.
Half Ironman distance. And then in between there, I mean, I'm talking to a lot of guys at the moment trying to plan out their 70.3 season or already planned. And one of the ones we put in just to be around the triathlon community of Dubai is the Nasr Memorial Triathlon. Yeah. I know you were a friend of his, mate. I never got the pleasure of meeting him, but
10 years since he was taken, 6th of September 2013.
So 7th of October is Nasr. It's actually, I've never done that race. I've always been. I go every year to watch, but never actually done it. So maybe this year.
It's moved location?
It has Deira Islands, which I don't know about.
Isn't that where you go windsurfing, Rob?
No, it's Jebel Ali.
Don't give it away, huh?
Deira's the other place.
It's the other end,
the Deira Islands, sorry, is at the other
side,
end.
Yeah.
You go up to
near Deira.
Jebel Ali, near Deira.
The island just off Deira, right?
So new race location.
Yeah.
Sprint distance.
Or Olympic.
Yeah.
So not bad. If you're training for a 70.3, Olympic distance is a great shout to do.
What date's that?
7th of October.
7th of October. So if you are thinking to go and have a look at a race and see what the triathlon life's all about, that's one that is a pretty strong community event, really.
Yeah,
Roy was one of the founders of Tri Dubai, is still remembered by a lot of the people that were here. Some people his name means absolutely nothing to. He was quite a legend of the sport here and went by the great nickname, The Hammer, which doesn't take too much figuring out. Yeah. So that's always a good one to jump into. And then there's literally something quite frequently after that, sort of the shorter local stuff.
The Mamzar series continues, which is Grit and Tonic. They do a season opener, which is actually on October the 29th. Then you can race it again in December. Could be January, but I think it's December. And then you race it again in March. And this is a really good beginner series triathlon. So again, it's sprint or Olympic. They might even do a super sprint. But what's cool is you can track your progress from beginning of the season to the end of the season. So it's really, really popular race. They organise it pretty well. It's in the same place. It's been in Mamzar for the last 5-6 years.
Yeah, it's good.
You know what you're getting there. And I would recommend that for anyone who either wants to practice their triathlon skills or for beginners who are looking to just get into a race. And then the biggest sort of one in the region is Bahrain 70.3, which is still held on a Friday. It's on December the 8th.
Still on that time.
Over in Bahrain. And Bahrain's been going, I mean, it used to be a challenge, didn't it? Back in the day.
It used to be a challenge, 10
years ago, probably it started.
Yeah.
It's not been on, or it was on last year. I think the year before with COVID, they missed it. But it's back on now. Bahrain always put on a good show because old mate over there, Prince Nasr, he loves triathlon. Yeah. So it's always a quick one as well. It's wetsuit swim because they drop the temperature gauge right to the bottom of the Mamzar. I can't remember what the bay's called. Anyway, it's going to be a wetsuit swim. The bike is flat. It's always fast, and then the run is gets warm still because you're in the Middle East. But if you're off the bike pretty quick, you get the cooler weather for the run. So if you are looking to go near, top end of the field or that 4-hour mark, that's the race to do it on for sure. For beginners, take your time because it gets hot once you get past like 10:30 a.m. But it's your best bet at doing a fast
telling
half
them
in the
to
region.
take their time, mate. They need to go faster so they can have the heat.
Don't cook yourself.
It's an absolute stitch up.
But yeah, I like Bahrain, and we have a good few guys going over there to race that this year.
And then we roll into the new year where back down for a mountain bike camp in Oman before Oman 70.3.
Muscat.
Or Muscat 70.3, should we say?
Yeah, Muscat 70.3 in Oman. And that's a good race. I think if you enjoy the kind of races you get in North America or Europe, then this is your closest race to that. You're going to have some hills. You have some beautiful scenery coming out of Muscat.
Yeah, it's cool.
The swim is always pretty easy. You can run half of it if it's shallow enough and they got the tides right. The run is, again, it's a regional run, right? So it's always cooking hot. But the bike, people come off the bike just smiling because it's such a beautiful course. So I would recommend that one a lot. Don't ask us about Dubai because no one knows.
I was going to say, that was obviously going to be my question, mate. No inside scoop on Dubai?
I mean, the inside scoop is it's not happening.
Yeah.
But there's enough people who are wishing it to happen that the rumor always stays alive. But I have someone pretty close to the source, and
no chance.
If it happens, it won't be where it used to be.